Welcome everyone. Thanks a lot for staying with us. You're watching Plain Speak with me, Shivani Gupta, and we're joining you live with this broadcast from our CNN News 18 Federal Bank Primetime studio. After interrogation yesterday in jail, CBI has formally arrested Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal and presented in court their case to remand him for 5 days with them. CBI told court today that while they cannot disclose much, they need to confront Kejriwal with some things. When asked by the court why arrest him only now, the CBI said that they waited for elections to be over and for his bail to be stayed. Had they moved any earlier, it would have been taken otherwise. Very importantly, the CBI has told court today that they want to conclude their probe by July and need to arrest the Delhi Chief Minister to conclude the same. Before I break down more of what they said in court and how the CM's team argued its defense, CNN News 18 has also accessed CBI's remand application, which mentions three things prominently. How the excise policy was moved in a hurried manner during peak corona wave. How additional secretary to the CM has said that he was asked by Bibhav Kumar, PS to the CM, that the latter wanted draft excise policy to be approved by the Council of Ministers through circulation urgently, and how Bibhav is the man who booked the guest house where meeting of the South Group members was held. In response to all of the case that the CBI presented today, AAP has cried conspiracy. They say this is all being done with the express aim of keeping Kejriwal in jail. But will that defense suffice? Will conspiracy jibe answer the very serious charges not just their other leaders but also the Chief Minister is facing in this case? That's the big question we take to our guests in just a bit. But first up, take a look at some details that were outlined in court today by the CBI while arguing the need for the Chief Minister's arrest. Now, the CBI says that it needs Kejriwal's custodial interrogation since he is failing to even recognize that Vijay Nair, the other key accused in this case, was working under him. It said that Kejriwal has said that Nair was working with Saurabh Bhardwaj and Atishi Madlena instead. Also, the CBI added that the CM is pushing the entire onus on Manish Sisodia, who was the said minister at that time, saying that he has no idea about the excise policy. The group of ministers report was prepared by the South Group. This is the charge that the CBI has reiterated, and the same was sent to the LG's office, saying that meetings had started even during the lockdown and a team from the South Group had come to Delhi on a private flight. Apparently, one of the persons who kept a parallel phone for chats wrote down how he came on a private flight for the very first time and what exactly had happened, and that's how the agency got to know about it. CBI counsel says group of ministers approved the report without any discussion on the wholesale model. The report was then accepted without any minutes of the meeting. Another charge is that vested groups gave what was supposed to be public opinion on this policy. Like Delhi Minority Commission interns were allegedly writing the public opinion. In fact, the court has gone on to say that they have evidence. There are seized chats to show that the Aam Aadmi Party tried to fabricate the comments. Officers who were not happy in signing the file notings were changed. The CBI says there are two such instances. The file that incorporated the opinions of ex-Chief Justices and ex-AG, Mr. Rohatgi, that file was removed, and actually that file has not seen the light of day till today. Nobody knows where that is. Next day, a new file was made, new policy document was given by the South Group, and that was converted into a GOM. Meanwhile, on Kejriwal's role, they added that he is saying that he doesn't remember his trip to Goa and who paid for it. The agency says the payment for that trip was done by Hawala money. And finally, the CBI also added that they have identified a trail of as much as 44 crore rupees, which goes to Goa through Hawala channels, and they have evidence in this regard. Let's also break down what the Chief Minister's counsels have argued in court today. Their basic argument is that this whole arrest process is the biggest abuse of the process of law. Non-cooperation, which the CBI has also argued in its case, is not a ground for arrest. And in this case, there's not sufficient ground on that in any case. The CBI is trying to carve out a case when none exists, particularly against the Chief Minister. The timing of the arrest shows that the arrest is illegal, although, of course, even the Supreme Court has not deemed it an illegal arrest. And finally, Chief Minister's Counsel also said that if the court allows the CBI to arrest the Chief Minister, then the court is virtually offering itself as a shoulder, as a gun to shoot the accused. Interestingly, amid the hearing in Delhi's Rouse Avenue court, an agitated Kejriwal spoke up against the charge that he has blamed Sisodia, his colleague, for the entire scam. Kejriwal said that CBI sources are spreading false narrative in media houses that I have put the onus or the blame on Manish Sisodia. Kejriwal rejected the allegation, saying, I have not issued any such statement to them. The Delhi Chief Minister went on to add that neither Sisodia nor him nor the Aam Aadmi Party are involved and they're all innocent in this case. Kejriwal went on to accuse the CBI of sensationalizing the issue for headlines, garnering media attention or making newspaper headlines by saying these things, possibly even drive a wedge within the party. Apart from the politics and the legal case, the questions persist. How long can Delhi, the national capital, function like this? Why do I ask that question? We've asked this question multiple times in the past few weeks because the CM has been in custody or in jail for 3 months now and is refusing to resign. Take a look at the brief timeline of how things have transpired. It all started on March 21st when the Chief Minister was first arrested. April 1st, he was sent to jail. In between, there was relief on May 10, the Supreme Court giving him relief to fight elections or at least to electioneer, campaign. The Chief Minister surrendered back on June 2, a day after the final phase of elections. Again, this month, on 20th, the trial court suddenly granted him bail and almost rejected the entire case against him. But that joy was short-lived as the High Court stayed the trial court's order the very next day. Remember, the ED in that case moved to the High Court. They stayed the bail on June 25, questioning or almost trashing the trial court's order. The CBI, we are being told, grilled the Chief Minister in jail on the same day. The next day, which is today, CBI formally arrested Arvind Kejriwal. This makes it a total of 97 days, well beyond 3 months, that the Chief Minister has been in jail, briefly out on bail, only for electioneering. Remember, even at that time, he was not allowed to function as a Chief Minister. Is Delhi not suffering because of this? Does Delhi deserve this? That's one of the questions we'll ask our guests. But the big debate coming up, can a charge of conspiracy or a jibe of dictatorship alone answer the very serious charges in the Liquorgate scam?
अरविंद मनीष वाले स्टेट पर क्या आएंगे?
अरविंद मैंने क्लैरिफाई कर दिया कोर्ट में।
सीबीआई तथा कथित शराब घोटाले की मनगढ़ंत शराब घोटाले की 2 साल से जांच कर रही है।
जो व्यक्ति इतना आकंठ डूबा हो भ्रष्टाचार में, उसके साथ जो कानूनी कार्रवाई है वो होनी चाहिए। आम आदमी पार्टी के चिल्लाने से कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता।
We're yet to hear from the court as far as the CBI's plea for remand is concerned, and of course we'll bring that to you as and when the news breaks. But let me also go across to our guest joining us, Charu Pragya, spokesperson of the BJP, Siddharth Sharma from the Aam Aadmi Party, Kanika Bhardwaj is advocate in the Supreme Court, Sanjay Rana, political analyst, and Satendra Singh, former Deputy Director, Enforcement Directorate, all joining us on the show. And I do thank you for your time. Siddharth, let me begin with you. While the Aam Aadmi Party has already come out, done press conferences to suggest that, somehow the CBI has been caught, quote unquote, lying in court, we haven't really heard from the court's order yet. Leaving that aside, will the jibe that this is a conspiracy to keep Arvind Kejriwal in jail suffice? There are very serious charges involved from day one against Manish Sisodia, who's not got bail even once in this case, and against the Chief Minister as well, who's got bail once only for election purposes. Why do you feel like crying conspiracy suffices?
Just a small addendum when you were giving the opening statement. The court today rejected BJP claim and said that court had read Delhi CM statement and he has not named anyone, either Manish Sisodia or anyone. So that's the fact of the matter. A very cheeky answer to your question about conspiracy and the charges being grave is that the simple answer is this. The same charges are also applicable on Mr. Ajit Pawar and Mr. Hemant Biswa Sharma. They are also facing ED cases, but the BJP is letting them go. So just because you have a power and you arrest somebody, you cannot abuse that power, and that is the simple answer for that. And for your question regarding are Delhi people suffering, don't worry about it. The Honorable Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, sitting in India, had stopped the Russia-Ukraine war. Also the Gaza war, I believe. So Arvind Kejriwal, as of now, is sitting in Delhi. He is meeting people and he is taking care of it. Thousands of Delhi children are going to school every day. Women are getting free bus travel. Everything is going on smoothly in Delhi. So there's no problem here.
Okay, I'll come back to the Delhi question in just a bit. But Siddharth, you didn't really answer my question on the charges that the Chief Minister is facing. Ultimately, legally in court and also politically and perceptually, you'll have to give enough defense of why this excise policy was formulated in such a hurry. Why were people close to Arvind Kejriwal involved? Not just Varun Nair, but also Bibhav Kumar's name has come up in the CBI remand note, I think for the very first time today. And the Chief Minister has the larger moral and legal responsibility for whatever policy his or her government dishes out. So what is the defense of all of that?
I'll not give the defense here because the defense is going to be given in the court. The simple answer here is that if a policy is deemed criminal, then the maker of the 3 farm laws that led to 700 farmers' death is opening himself to culpable homicide trial on the same principle.
No, it doesn't quite work like that. It doesn't quite work like that. Sanjay, one second. Siddharth, I allowed you, but what about tree is not going to be an answer to every question I pose to you. Come on, let's be serious.
Yeah, I'll come to that. I'll come to the substantive part. What has happened, Shivani, is that BJP is caught with a proverbial Schrodinger's cat here. BJP is trying to find a black cat in a dark room that does not exist. BJP investigative agencies were today caught with their pants up to its knees in the court today, where there is no money trail, there is no money recovery. Where is the question of any wrongdoing? That is what Arvind Kejriwal has been saying.
No, we've been told that actually recovering money is...
10 seconds.
Yeah, sure.
If BJP is taking this argument that whoever is in jail is a criminal, then is BJP saying that Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee and Mr. L.K. Advani were also in jail in India and they were also criminals? Is BJP saying that?
As far as I know, they were never in jail for corruption cases. In any case.
That means that you can put anybody in jail and then make a differentiation. That's
no,
what you're saying.
I'm not asking you about what the BJP is saying.
Hemant Biswa Sharma is under
I think I was very clear.
an investigation of the ED.
Right. I was very clear. Charu, I'm coming to you. I was very clear. I'm talking about the case that the CBI has presented again today in court. Some additional material, material that we've already known. I'm not talking about what the BJP is saying politically. But let Charu Pragya respond to the argument that somehow the BJP continues to jump the gun that Arvind Kejriwal is guilty. Let's just face the fact also that not even a trial has begun in this case. These are still arguments being made either for arrest or for remand or for cancellation of bail?
Good evening, Shivani. Now, first, I would like to educate Siddharth slightly. Let him understand that there is a difference between a political prisoner and somebody behind bars on charges of corruption. And it is shameful that a politician, a spokesperson
thinks that she is Mr. Narendra Modi and I am here listening
Okay,
to her
one by
Ki Baat.
one.
Let's
Siddharth.
not educate anyone.
Shivani,
I
why
think that
must I
viewers of
tolerate
CNN News 18
Yeah.
are
Siddharth,
educated.
let's not do it like this. Charu Pragya.
tolerate this. No, why do I need to tolerate this? And does Siddharth not understand the difference between financial fraud, corruption, and a political prisoner? And if he doesn't, please ask him to go off air because nobody is going to tolerate this. He's speaking about senior leaders who had been jailed because of political reasons. Do not compare this to a chief minister who's arrested for financial fraud today.
Okay,
Let's
but
remember
alleged
that.
financial
Now, Shivani,
fraud
I am-
and alleged
No,
money
that's
laundering.
actually
Let's not
correct,
jump the gun
Shivani.
on
I'm
that
sorry.
too.
He's speaking about very senior leaders of not just my party but of this country. So I take offense.
No,
at
sure.
that
Of
and
course,
I-
that's not a comparison at
Now
all.
I'm coming
Certainly
back
not
to
in the
the
case of Atal Bihari Vajpayee and others. Go ahead.
Now I'm coming back to the case. Let's start at the beginning. First of all, I neither work or speak for any of the investigative agencies, and the opposition will do well to remember that. The second thing, everything I'm quoting here is said in court and kept on record. It is in the public domain. Anybody can go and check all this. Point number one, Mr. Kejriwal seems to be having a terrible memory loss right now. He's forgetting every single thing, including the fact that he traveled to Goa 11 times. And these 11 trips were paid for by Hawala, and there is a money trail for that. Siddharth, go and look it up. The second thing is, when Siddharth says there's no money trail, again on record, the court has noted that around 330 crores traced their way into the coffers of Aam Aadmi Party. And that is something
No,
which is getting-
no, one second. Court has said, if I remember correctly, that much amount, 300 plus crores, is the alleged kickbacks or alleged, gains from the faulty policy. The CBI today has said, Charu, that 44 crores is what they have been able to trace particularly. While the rest, they haven't been able to trace, and I think some arguments have been made that it's not relevant whether they trace it or not. But anyways, I'll go across to our former ED official on that. Yes.
10 seconds more.
Yeah.
Now, anybody from the Aam Aadmi Party today who's screaming hoarse about Arvind Kejriwal getting bail, not getting bail, so on and so forth, please explain to me, why do none of you have any concern for Satyendra Jain or Manish Sisodia? Isn't Manish Sisodia part of your political party? Wasn't he the Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi? Hasn't he also been accused in the Delhi liquor scam? Also, Arvind Kejriwal, the first day he was arrested, to a statement to the ED, he's clearly said that, oh, Nair used to report to Atishi and Saurabh Bharadwaj. So you have roped in literally every single person who works in your political party today. Give me an answer. And why must all arguments revolve around only Arvind Kejriwal? Can you please tell me, are there any efforts being made to remove the others from jail? And the fact is that the court has seen fit not to give bail to either of these three top honchos of Aam Aadmi Party, and they are still behind bars under investigation for a massive scam.
Kanika Bhardwaj, let's face it, the courts, barring the exception made for Arvind Kejriwal as the chief of a political party, and the fact that there were general elections going on and the Supreme Court, in what seemed like pretty much a departure even at that time from convention, gave Arvind Kejriwal a few days only to campaign for elections but not to function in his regular capacity. The fact that not many of the leaders or any of the leaders and the key accused are getting any bail in this case lend credence to the fact that there is a case by the CBI and ED both. CBI on the corruption, particularly against public officials, of a faulty policy, and ED on money laundering.
Exactly. So now there are two cases which are actually going against Kejriwal ji. One is, as you said, that is going on in ED, and another one is in CBI. So the ED is for the money laundering case, PMLA Act. And when it comes to the CBI, which recently CBI has come in, so the CBI case is for the corruption, basically, which is Prevention of Corruption Act.
Yeah.
So these two cases are going on parallelly now at this point of time. And then even if we see the case of K. Lalita, if we see that even in the case of K. Kavita, this has already been happened. this instance has already been happened. Even she was previously, investigated by ED, and then she was
Arrested by the
by
CBI.
CBI.
Yes.
Exactly. So this instance has already been happened when we talk about other leaders as well. So Kavita is also in the picture. Now coming up to the point that when we talk about evidences, so I would want to mention that there are several evidences and also the statements by the Kejriwal. It is not the case where CBI has only once questioned Kejriwal. Previously also there has been instances where Kejriwal was called to CBI for questioning, and at that time the statements of Kejriwal ji was different as per what CBI says as of now. So at that time the statements of the Kejriwal was different, and at this time the statement of Kejriwal is absolutely different. This time, Kejriwal says that the Manish Sisodia, and even he took the name of Atishi also, and he says Saurabh Bhardwaj also. He says that even Atishi and Manish Sisodia and Saurabh Bhardwaj is also involved in this particular scam.
Or that
corruption
those
as well.
accused were working with them. So basically, the CBI's argument is he's feigning ignorance for how things came about. Arvind Kejriwal, though, has rejected that charge of the CBI, saying that I've clarified, I have not put blame on any of my colleagues. The way the CBI is projecting, this is being done for headline grabbing alone. I want to go across to Satyendra Singh also. The big question is, Satyendra ji, और ये बात हम पहले भी कर चुके हैं कि ये मनी ट्रेल एस्टैब्लिश करना कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है, क्योंकि बार बार आम आदमी पार्टी का डिफेंस भी यही आ रहा है कि उनके घर से कोई पैसा नहीं मिला, उनके अकाउंट से कोई पैसा नहीं मिला, पैसा गया कहाँ, अगर उनके पास आया तो ये तो एस्टैब्लिश नहीं हो पा रहा, 2 साल से केस चल रहा है. तो मनी ट्रेल को एस्टैब्लिश करना कितना इंपॉर्टेंट है, और क्या कोर्ट में उसी हिसाब से केस चलेगा या बाकी एविडेंसेस पे चलेगा?
शिवानी जी, देखिए, जहां तक लीगल एस्पेक्ट की बात है, मनी की एक्चुअल रिकवरी उतनी इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है जितना कि उसका मनी ट्रेल को एस्टेब्लिश करना. मैं एक एग्जांपल देता हूं कि किसी के यहाँ 1 करोड़ रुपया पकड़ा गया, लेकिन उसको यदि क्राइम से कनेक्ट नहीं किया जाता है कि स्टेप बाय स्टेप की वो ट्रेल कैसे चली, तो उसकी कोई वैल्यू नहीं है कोर्ट ऑफ लॉ में या इस क्रिमिनल केस. अब यदि हम एजेंसी ये प्रूव करती कि 1 करोड़ रुपया चला, एक्स के पास आया, एक्स के पास कैसे आया, बाई के थ्रू आया, टुकड़ों में आया, और वो कहां तक गया, यदि इतना प्रूव होता है तो ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. एक्चुअल पैसा की रिकवरी तो तब होगी जब वो पैसा बचेगा, क्योंकि इस केस में जहां तक बात हो रही है वो पैसा तो सारा गोवा के इलेक्शन में
वो खर्च हो गया पैसा. ठीक है, नहीं, बट इतना भी एस्टैब्लिश करना कितना मुश्किल होगा एजेंसी के लिए, क्योंकि ये हवाला मनी है उनके अकॉर्डिंगली.
ये तो देखिए करीब करीब स्टेब्लिश हो चुका है, कोर्ट ऑफ लॉ ने भी इसको रिकॉग्नाइज किया है. बाकी तो देखिए जब ट्रायल चलेगा, ट्रायल बहुत डिफरेंट होता है. अभी तो प्राइमा फेसा ही जो है वो स्टेब्लिश हो चुका है कि मनी ट्रेल है, मनी ट्रेल इन लोगों के यहाँ तक पहुंच रही है. ये बहुत सफिशिएंट है इनकी बेल रिजेक्ट करने के लिए या इनको कस्टडी में लेने के लिए.
Okay, Sanjay Rana, the question that comes to mind is, and this is what we were discussing last time when the trial court order came, although it was stayed and it was short-lived, is that this case has been going on and on and on. We keep hearing the same arguments from either the ED or the CBI, but there doesn't seem to be, at least in public domain, from what they're telling courts right now, some sort of a clinching evidence, particularly against Arvind Kejriwal, that he was the quote-unquote mastermind. Apart from the vicarious responsibility that the ED has talked about, there doesn't seem to be much else. Is that not a problem, at least perceptionally? Legally, like Satyendra ji says, like lawyers say, the agency needs to establish only a certain amount or certain types of issues, not so much that Arvind Kejriwal ke ghar se paisa mila hai. But perceptionally, it's, won't you agree, the agencies also need to step up, put, their pedal to the metal a little bit and, get on with this case?
Yeah, good evening, Shivani. Good morning. Good evening to my fellow panelists. First of all, obviously, agencies need to do the investigation and establish the digital trail. Obviously, they are not going to get the money from Mr. Kejriwal's place or Mr. Shishodia or Mr. Satyendra Jain, because it's the money trail which they need to establish. This is one part. Second thing, ED and CBI is working in two different aspects of investigation, and there's two different things altogether. Whatever Mr. Kejriwal is talking on media, or their spokesperson coming and talking on television, is totally different from the actuals. Because actual scenario, whatever is going on in the court of law, it within the premises, within the courtroom, which is not coming out the actual facts. If the fact is he's so clean, he's not done anything wrong, then why he's not getting? I'm not talking about he. All three of us, why they are not getting bail from last two for Sishodia from last 2 years, and for Mr. Kejriwal for 90.
Because as critics are pointing out, these sections are so stiff that you don't get bail very easily.
No, agree. If you look at your PMLA Act, the laws are totally different, and they are strict in terms of acts are there. I'm not denying that. But if you haven't done anything and there's no establishment, obviously you'll get the bail, number one. Number two, if you're not cooperating with the agencies, if the agencies are asking some question, you need to respond back to these people, which I think somehow is not getting. Number one. Number two, Shivani, when you talk about I'm giving example of Mr. Sishodia. Whenever he's applying for a bail, he's giving a ground for what? He's giving a ground of his wife. He's not giving. He's not done anything wrong. Obviously, agencies has given all the digital evidences. They cannot give evidences beyond that. And it's a mercy of court, and the court has to decide. Judges has to decide whether it's corruption happen or not happen. Number two. Number three, when you talk about the liquor gate policy, when the policy was so good, where your whiskey,
why was it taken back? I do want to come back to the issue of the policy.
1% and 87%. Then why you have taken back? You should stick to that. Yes, my policy is good, but policy was not good. It was hampering the profit of the government. Therefore,
I want to go back to the central issue of the policy, because that possibly is the smoking gun. From 5% to 12%, profit margins, certain blacklisted vendors being allowed, the hurry with which the policy was formulated, the meetings that allegedly took place, and the fact that there are notes that have vanished. And charges that you were formulating a public policy with quote-unquote public opinions which were fabricated. I want to go across to Charu Pragya on the question of Delhi. Now, it's been 3 months, as I said, Charu, that the Chief Minister was first arrested. Most of that time he has spent inside jail, I think barring 10 to 12 days. The Aam Aadmi Party still refuses to acknowledge the fact that this is a problem. This is a departure already in Indian politics, but they believe that this is how it's going to be, because Arvind Kejriwal is a victim of the high-handedness of the agencies and the quote-unquote dictatorship of the Narendra Modi Sarkar. What do you make of this? Because Siddharth answered this briefly. Why do you believe that this cannot continue the way it is?
Shivani, there are so many discrepancies in the Delhi liquor policy that it had to be investigated. Hurry to formulated with fake public opinion, hurry to take back. Meetings were held behind closed doors. The cabinet approval was taken de facto. The profit margins went up, but profit to the exchequer went down. Blacklisted companies were pulled in. I can go on and on. But here, a very important point to remember is that I believe this was a terrible precedent to be set in India. Now, this is not the first chief minister who had charges of corruption against him, and I'm saying this with from being in a position of being a citizen of this country. So there has been a time when Laluji was arrested. Most recently, Hemant Soren was arrested. They were also chief ministers. They chose to resign for the welfare of the people before they went behind bars. Of course, if their political party had the requisite number of MLAs, they were able to name another person to occupy the chief minister's chair for that particular point of time. Arvind Kejriwal has been so selfish, and his governance standards, the standard of governance has been so bad that he didn't even think that he needed to do that. Now, you go behind bars, you can write letters showing fake concern about the situation of Delhi and the water wars of Delhi. But the minute the water wars actually hit in the middle of a heat wave, everybody disappeared. What does the government do? It sits on a protest against itself. That is the level to which they have made a mockery of governance in our city of Delhi, and Aam Aadmi Party needs to take that very, very seriously. Now, this is a concern of morality. They don't seem to have any. When
Okay.
they can nominate ministers to occupy every other position, why not nominate somebody else to be the chief minister of
Okay.
Delhi? They had.
Let Siddharth
they
respond to that.
had-
Siddharth, is it not long enough now that something should be done about this?
Yeah, I think what Charu was saying, and I'm using verbatim, she said that whoever is charged with certain crimes, they should resign. So is Charu saying that BJP is going to take the resignation of Mr. Hemant Biswa Sharma and Ajit Pawar because they are also charged. They are also charged by ED. So good luck to them, because I think that
This is great, Siddharth.
in the
Like, you really have a problem in understanding basic English. Who is in jail? Didn't Hemant Soren resign before going behind bars? And he's not from my political party.
So Charu is essentially saying that
Let
Hemant
me
Biswa
remind you,
Sharma
he's
is going
one
to
of the
resign
alliance
now,
partners.
or
And
the
I
BJP
have-
is going to
I
make
have
Mr. Hemant
no
Biswa Sharma
issue.
resign because they are also charge sheeted by the ED. The
If a
BJP
chief
is going to take the resignation of Mr. Ajit Pawar because he is also under the ED scanner. Is the BJP saying so? Good luck to
But
them.
one second, can I just come in? Can I just come in? I think we're getting
Let
lost.
them set the
We are getting
precedent.
lost in
Let the
political
BJP
rhetoric.
set
Can I
the
just come in?
precedent.
Charu and Siddharth,
Let
please allow me to come in. Siddharth, let's face it. The people you are mentioning are not in jail. Secondly, they are not. Some of them are not even chief ministers of a state or a semi-state. Please answer the question about Arvind Kejriwal and the Aam Aadmi Party, please. Now, Charu,
So,
uninterrupted, please. Siddharth, yeah.
So is CNN News 18 saying that Hemant Biswa Sharma is not the chief minister of?
He's not in
full
jail.
state?
There's a
Let me
distinction we are
complete.
making.
Let me complete. Let me
Shivani,
complete.
forgive him because he doesn't
Let me
understand, hear, or
Let-
comprehend any language.
No, one second. Charu,
Okay.
let him respond. But Siddharth, again, I implore you, I don't think the response to Arvind Kejriwal and Delhi situation can be comparable to any other case. I don't think there is any other comparable case. The one case that was going on parallelly at one time was Hemant Soren's case. Before Hemant Soren was arrested, he did resign. Okay, I give you another opportunity. Siddharth only.
So, Shivani, are you saying that I have to answer to your satisfaction or your CNN News 18 audience's satisfaction, viewer satisfaction? I'll tell you again, and I'm telling this with full responsibility. But the BJP spokesperson on this channel said that whoever is charged should morally resign. Does that mean that BJP is going to take the resignation of Mr. Hemant Biswa Sharma, who is also charged by the ED? Point number 2, you asked a very pertinent question, but he is not in jail. That is the question here, that just because you have power, you put somebody in jail and then put the onus on him to resign. That itself is politicization and harassment. What has essentially happened, Shivani, is that every kid across India today knows that BJP is so spooked by Kejriwal's competence that it will go to any lengths to hide its policy bankruptcy.
Yeah, but he's been in
Justice
jail
though-
for 3 months. The distinction
I
I'm
come to
making
that,
now or
I
today
come to that.
is that
Justice
he's been
though-
in jail for 3
I
months.
come to
Courts have
that,
not
I
given
come to
him.
that. Let me complete.
One
Let me
second,
complete.
courts have not given him any relief. So we need to acknowledge that too.
Didn't the trial court give him relief 3 days ago? And the ED before that trial court judgment was there. Didn't it go to the High Court?
Yes,
So
they
let
did.
us wait for it. That's what my point is. Justice though is not the executive's domain. It is the judiciary's domain. And after due gestation period, justice will prevail. And same people.
Yes, so if
unlike
you
Jingos,
believe
are
that justice
patient
will
enough to wait
prevail,
for
what
justice
is the
to get delivered.
difficulty in assigning the CM's responsibility and role to somebody else? Chief Minister can come back and take that over.
So you say that the Russia-Ukraine war should not have been stopped by Modi ji?
I'm not
but the
understanding what the
External Affairs Minister should have
Russia-Ukraine
done that?
war
No.
has to say.
Then
I
the
could
External
respond to
Affairs
you, but
Minister
I'm not
should
even
have stopped
understanding the
Why did
connection
Modi ji
between the
stop
two
the war?
things. Okay. Yes, Charu, 30 seconds. I have to give some of my other guests a final word as well. 30 seconds only.
Yes, very quickly. Now, all the MLAs who won in Delhi from Aam Aadmi Party ticket None of them are capable of doing any work. First question. The second question here is that you go on about justice, but then justice is also the courts denying not just bail to Kejriwal, but denying bail to Manish Sisodia and Satinder Jain. Same case. And the third thing, the third parameter of justice is you say that Arvind Kejriwal is loved by everybody all over the country you talk about, but the people of Delhi chose not to vote for him, even though you were in an alliance with the Congress.
Okay.
Yet nobody in Delhi chose to vote
Yeah,
for you.
elections
And
are
the
over. Earlier, it was being projected like
got
Arvind
into another
Kejriwal
country.
being in jail or being in the CM's position is crucial because he's the chief face of the Aam Aadmi Party. Elections have come and gone. Now we have to move on with the administration of the national capital, and elections will come in the national capital too. Let me go across to Kanika very quickly. Kanika, the fundamental question is this: if it was established when the trial begins that the policy in itself was corrupt, do you think the blame would lie at the door of the chief minister?
Yeah, so as you said that the excise policy itself has been corrupted, and the excise policy right now is also scrapped. So when the policy itself has been scrapped, it can be portrayed, or it can be seen that obviously when the policy is scrapped, there must be something, there must be some loopholes in it, there must be corruption in it. So we can kind of say that. But as of now, since the law and the authorities are there to look after it, there are authorities who are doing their work, there is a legal procedure, everything is happening among the legal authorities
Yeah.
also.
So is
among
it,
the
does it
legal ambit
hinge on the
also.
policy? Satinder Singh, same question to you. क्या ईडी सीबीआई के लिए ये प्रूव करना जरूरी होगा कि पॉलिसी बनाते वक्त धांधली हुई है? इतना प्रूव हो जाए तो चीफ मिनिस्टर तक भी केस जाएगा।
देखिए, पॉलिसी बनाते हुए धांधली हुई है, ये इन्वेस्टिगेशन का पार्ट सीबीआई का है। सीबीआई को प्रूव करना है, ईडी को नहीं करना। ईडी को प्रूव करना है कि जो एक पॉलिसी बनाने में धांधली की गई और उसके लिए जो पैसा इन्होंने लिया अपराध से, चाहे ब्राइब कहें उसको, तो उस पैसे का इन्होंने क्या किया, उसकी कैसे ट्रेल है, वो ईडी का केस है। पॉलिसी में धांधली हुई, ये करप्शन केस है, ये सीबीआई का पार्ट है। सीबीआई
लेकिन इतना एस्टैब्लिश अगर सीबीआई कर दे तो क्या सीएम की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बनती है? वो तो कह रहे हैं मेरे को पता नहीं था इस पॉलिसी के बारे में।
देखिए, वो तो कुछ भी कहेंगे, लेकिन कौन है? केजरीवाल जी अपनी फैमिली के हेड है। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने भी एक बार ये कमेंट किया था कि भाई यदि आप पार्टी के लिए सब काम किया गया तो उसके हेड आपने पार्टी के खिलाफ क्या एक्शन लिया। अब देखिए, जो वाइकेरियस लायबिलिटी, यदि हम बहुत ही क्रूड लैंग्वेज यूज करें तो जितने भी क्रिमिनल गैंग्स होते हैं, हम रोज न्यूज़पेपर में पढ़ते हैं, लॉरेंस गैंग, ये गैंग, दाऊद गैंग, तो क्या हर केस में खुद दाऊद आके बॉम्बे में शूट आउट करता है? क्या दूसरे लोग करते हैं? ऐसे इटालियन माफियाज हैं। तो ये एक्चुअली बहुत क्रूड पैरेलल है, मैं नहीं देना चाहता था, लेकिन बाई
Understood your point though, the parallel or the analogy you're drawing. Sanjay Rana, pressure on the agencies too to kind of wrap this up now. The CBI today said they want to wrap this up by July and all eyes will be on them.
I totally agree with you, Shivani. Agency has to do proactive approach. Need to take a proactive approach and try to conclude it and try to submit their charge sheet with the evidences, all the details, whatever they have. Whether they have a digital evidences, whether they have electronics evidences, or whatever the evidences they have, they need to do it. This is number one. Number two, but when we talk about Mr. Kejriwal, he has to resign morally and give a charge to somebody else. He is in jail. It's very difficult for him to operate and day-to-day activity of Delhi government. So it's very, very difficult for him. And
well, the public ultimately will be the arbitrator of that. Delhi elections are coming up soon. Could this have an impact if they feel they've been abandoned just for political point scoring? The Delhi public will decide. I do thank our guests for joining us.